Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we currently have Italy under our control in theory. In theory. We're going to hopefully have our heir come of age and inherit Italy. That would be great. And we have the heir of France currently in our court. Now, with that said, what I was talking about previously with telling him that we'll support him and we can remove the title succession law in France, or rather he would, that's not something that's modeled in-game. And it was pointed out by... I've actually closed the tab. Let me reopen the comments tab here. It was pointed out by Trent Sexton. No, it was not Trent Sexton. You just said great series. Thank you for that. But it was pointed out by J. Maya that I think a better way in-game is to let your current heir get a daughter and designate the heir, and then marry them matrilineally. Now, that is a possibility. Let's see. Siddlebeard, would he be the next one in the... He's not in the line of succession at all. No, that's not our line of succession. There we go. Siddlebeard. Yes. So that is a possibility. That is definitely a possibility. That does require that this guy survive until we have a daughter. And that is a route that I would like to take, actually. Assuming that it all works out. So thank you for the suggestion. I do like that. I would like to figure out what we want to do about Bohemia. There's really not a lot that we can do there. This independence faction is being a jerk again, and actually I feel like we let them fire. We fight them, and that shouldn't be a big deal, all things considered. We just smashed the Crusade, so I don't think we're going to have a problem there. Sure, show in Thorgils. Cool. So yeah, I think we let these guys fire. I think it's pretty unlikely that the Liberty faction is going to do anything here. So this looks like a good time to have this rebellion happen, as far as I can tell. As far as what we want to do about Bohemia, I don't know right now. The problem with seniority is it prefers to choose older and further away members of the family. We did just lose a bunch of control in one of our counties here. Let's go ahead and raise that back up. There we go. And I also saw that someone was asking to see the culture map mode. In our territory, it's all fine. Outside of our territory, it's less fine. But this is okay. We're not too concerned about that. As long as our territories are all Norse, that's what matters. This faction will fire shortly. 4 months to go on that. And that's great. Sidelbeard returns. Okay. Wait, is this guy also named Sidelbeard? They're both named Sidelbeard. Hang on. Okay, good. Just wanted to double check that. Fantastic. No problem there. This ransom is acceptable. This demand artifact is not. We do get a new learning lifestyle perk here, and we could take... It doesn't really matter what we take here, I feel like. Planned cultivation, I guess, but we're not really working on our county development, so it doesn't really matter from there. We should probably consider moving off of scholarship focus, maybe going back to architect to go to divided attention. I don't like that, though. Maybe we go down to scholar. I feel like being compassionate and just is really hampering us right now. Now, this guy does not currently have... Oh, he is deceitful. And he's currently on a diplomacy education. We're going to put him on an intrigue education. And we're going to educate him in the university. Perfect. So there we go. He is currently 11. And we just need to go until he comes of age. And then, hopefully, has a child with Princess Benilda here. That'll be perfect if he does. Because then we'll get Italy, and our sights will be set on France. Sure, we'll accept this. This faction will fire in 1 month. Okay. We should probably start raising up troops to deal with that. The King of Frisia would be the faction leader. I don't necessarily love going after him, but it would work. 16,000 troops here. Sounds good. We'll raise men-at-arms and a few levy troops. How many are we going to want? Probably, actually, this is probably about the right amount of troops here. We have like 25k here. Sure, we'll form a friendship with this person. We'll gain some piety, and we will gain some, actually, spend court grandeur. We'll gain court grandeur. There we go. Okay, so this is sufficient. We'll group all of that together. These guys will fire any moment now. We're going to walk into his capital. This army we're probably going to fight. There's the independence demand. We will not be threatened. We are prepared for this. Okay, so we are going to split off our trebuchets and a couple of levy troops. These guys are going to head up over here and fight this force while we put in a siege commander here. Do we have one? Yes, here's one. Okay. He's running away. Hilarious. Yeah, this is actually his capital up here. So we're going to slow siege this, and he is leaving. There we go. We're going to head up here and start fast sieging it. Now, this force, I would like to come down over this way. Potentially. Oh, we don't have enough troops here. We definitely should raise up a few more. So we'll get those raising, and we're going to need a new chancellor. That'll be this guy. And a new steward. That'll be this guy. Okay. Oh, this is way more than we need. Well, I guess we have enough to assault. That is way more than we need. We're going to fight these guys here. Cool. Not a whole lot going on out here. We're just going to chill here and resupply. Actually, they're right over here. We'll head on over, see if we can catch them. The answer is a definite maybe. Yeah, we catch them here. Cool. That could be a stack wipe. That's a stack wipe. Wow, okay. That's kind of huge that we stack wiped them there. And then we're going to park up over this direction. Now, it is currently winter-ish, so supply limits are a bit lower. We're going to divide in half and spread out like this. Okay. So you can see here, they've occupied Nirik, which I believe is not anywhere near our capital. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. And they can occupy out over here if they want. We're going to have ticking war score here very shortly. 11%. Ooh, they're raising up right here. Okay. We're going to group up and head up over here. They're not going to raise up enough to be able to take out our siege force, so this is okay. There we go. And we have finished occupying here. We're going to move on over. We'll slow siege here for the time being, but as soon as our troops arrive, we'll head on down over here. Cool. We are 4 troops above the supply limit here. That is hilarious. We'll divide in half again. And we'll just chill here. Ticking war score is now on our side. And we're currently at +7. They're at -25. So, all good. As far as occupations, I mean. We'll come down over this way and siege. And honestly, this war's over. It's not possible for them to win this war now. So that's good. We don't need these victories, of course. There we go. Cool. So next, I'm going to split off some of these levies. This is far more troops than we need here. And we're going to have like 20k that come park over here. And then these 15k are going to come out over here and siege. Just so that we have less attrition happening. Cool. And we'll head down over this way next. We are at 34% from sieges. They are raising troops here. We're going to head in and fight them, if we can. I would love to catch them. Looks like they're going to let us. And there we go. We actually just won this war because we took his son and heir hostage there. That's a huge deal. So that war's over. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. No problem. We should have no more factionalism this life, and that's great. That went incredibly simply. Like, ridiculously so. We're going to get more upgrades going, since there's not a lot that we can do right now other than wait. So we're going to get these upgrades going as quick as we can. And there's a bunch of pop-ups. That's fine. Wait. We had him keep compassionate. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have clicked through that as quickly as I did. Okay. Well, that's fine. I guess we're going to be compassionate next life. We'll have to deal with some stress. As long as we're not also just. Hang on a moment. What are you doing, buddy? This is not yours. 100% chance. Done. Give me that back. Cool. We did gain stress because we are compassionate, but that's fine. We're going to seclude ourselves, and that will drop us down to stress level 1. Sounds good. Okay, any additional construction to be done over here? Yes. Sounds great. Okay, I would still love to do something about Bohemia. Checking in on Italy, that looks good. We exposed a secret, hilarious. We declined this guy, and as far as France goes, I mean, we would really, really like to... Actually, this is our courtier here. Fascinating. But what we'd really like to do right now is have our heir, that's this guy, have a daughter. That's what we need right now. And then we'd need to wait. Well, then we would need to betroth these two, in theory. So, hypothetically. Yeah, they would not accept that because this grandson is not in our court. However, this one is. And we could have that happen. And then kill this guy. That's a theoretical possibility. But that's all hypothetical, assuming that we have a daughter. And we have at least 2 more years before that's even a possibility. So that's fine. Well, actually almost 3 because of the 9-month gestation, of course. So what else can we do? We can transfer this guy over to Jur. Sounds good to me. And have we finished any constructions over here? That's a negative. Okay. Sounds good. Italy is still looking good, and as far as Bohemia goes, I'd really like to do something with Bohemia. I just don't see many options here. Being on house seniority, that's really tough. Really tough indeed. Minus 120 for being a different faith. And we're not his rightful liege. And cultural acceptance. All of those things combined, and we still wouldn't be able to get there. I don't see what we can do about Bohemia. I really don't. Well, we did finish up a construction up here. And we will upgrade that. Cool. Are we maxed out now? Not quite, but we're close. I think we're maxed out everywhere but our capital. Yes. Only our capital. Okay, sounds good. These ransoms are likely acceptable. Not this guy, he's a vassal. Okay, you're a vassal as well, and you are a vassal. Get out of here with that. We could go after our de jure on France. And I think we should do that right now, since we're mostly just trying to kill time here. Wait, this guy's also named Siddelbjörn? Okay. There's like 5 of these in a row here. I like it. Got the whole Louis thing going on there. Well, we're going to raise up our troops over here. How many troops are we going to need to fight France? We're going to need 61,000. That's a pretty decent chunk. Okay, sounds good. That should be sufficient. And in we go. So we'll see when France actually shows up here. Well, there they are, kind of running around over here. They're going to fight us. Interesting choice. Well, actually, they have enough. We're going to have to raise up more troops. That's fine. We were being a little greedy there, I guess. So we'll raise up additional troops. We'll back off of this. And we're going to retreat up over here. Oh, we had no leader? Or did he die in that fight? He may have died in the fight. We're going to raise up additional troops here. This is not a problem. There we go. And we'll bring these guys over to here. And we'll fight France. And this time we'll win. Did they recruit mercs or something? Yeah, they brought in mercs and holy orders. Okay. That'll do it. Sounds good. So we're going to fight them here. This should not be a problem in the slightest. Yeah, this is fine. So we will eliminate this army. Well, it won't stack wipe, but we'll beat it. And at this point, they cannot win. We'll grab Brabant back. And that puts us at plus 12. And now we'll grab here. And let's see what France wants to do about this. The answer is there's not much they can do. They've lost this war. But they're going to try. Okay, they're going to try to siege aggressively. Is that what's happening here? I want to take Cambrai to get ticking war score on our side. We'll send for a physician. We are currently ill. We're apparently going to lose this. Mostly because defending in forest, they would get the defender here. I was hoping to have this siege first. We'll see if we actually lose this. I'm not sure that we do. Yeah, we actually do. As I said, that's because they get the defensive bonus here. I was thinking that we would have it sieged before they could get there. We're just going to immediately retreat here, and we'll raise up additional troops. It's not a big deal, actually. It's just unfortunate for us that they turned around like that. I wasn't expecting them to. Okay, so we're going to raise up a few additional troops here. We have still more that we can raise up, so this is fine. Actually, we don't need to. All we need to do is come back over this way and fight them again. Like, if they don't have this defensive penalty here, or this defensive bonus, rather, they still lose this. So, this is fine. Like, they absolutely lose this one. There we go. And we'll head in over here again. And siege this all on down. We're no longer ill. That is good. That is sieged, and we'll come down here again. So we're at 46% now. We just discovered bombards, and that is a big deal. We will deal with that after this war. I think we'll go for standing armies next. All three of those in the military category are very important to us, though. Okay, so France is off over here. And we get this finished up. Now we're going to come over here and fight them again. Again, they can't win this. We are at plus 51 for battles, but actually 35 because we lost those couple of battles. So that's fine. We can get another 15% here. And that's what we got. We're now capped on battle war score. So we're going to head on down here and siege this. 4 months. That's more than I would hope. We do definitely need to get those bombards. Are they going to come back and fight us here? They should. But it looks like they're not. They're going to come up here, try to get this ticking war score back. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave behind our siege weapons here. We're going to take these guys on up. And we're going to fight them up here and defend this location. I'm not sure we get there in time. They're sieging that very quickly. But we get here, we defeat them, and we siege it back again. No problem. Our siege weapons are going to head on over here as soon as they're done. Yes, that's all fine. Those can go away. Cool. And we head on over. We're at 73% war score right now. 91. Sounds good. I wouldn't mind sieging over here, but I think we're going to fight these guys to try to keep them from taking back the ticking war score. There we go. That will stack wipe, and then we'll head up over here. We're 94%. Man, they siege those quick. I'm assuming they have bombards. Oh yeah, they have bombards. Okay, well, we're going to fight them here. The French are apparently good people. Cool. And we'll siege this back yet again. 95%. Now we'll head down to the bishopric down here. Siege that, and that should give us what we need. I think. Yes. Fantastic. So this war is over. We will enforce those demands and disband those troops. We will, of course, grant these off to nobles. And there we go. Excellent. Well, that was definitely a more awkward war than I was expecting, but I also greeted that war, so I'm not super shocked about that, in all honesty. We do have an available perk here, and we could take, say, anatomical studies, or we could go for pedagogy, and I think that's what we'll go for here. And that should be fine, in theory. How old is our son? He is 17. These guys are only betrothed. They should actually get married. There we go. Cool. Should have done that when he turned 16, but that's fine. So this ransom is actually acceptable. This ransom is as well. Wonderful. Okay, so in theory, that's Italy under our control. What we need now is for France to stay alive until we have a daughter. The main problem here, though, now that I think about it, is we need our heir and Italy's heir to be the same. Which could be somewhat complicated. Our heir, Italy's heir, and France's heir to be the same in this scenario. So we would need to die. This guy would have to die. This guy has to have a daughter. And both of those things have to happen. Oh, and this guy has to die. And all of those things have to happen before this guy dies, in theory. I think. Well, maybe not, as long as she does not have a son, which she did. We don't know who his parent is, but it's not him. This kid is a problem. We are compassionate, we are just, but he's gotta go. That really hurts our stress level a lot. We're gonna call a hunt to lose some stress. And we're also going to need to invite in some agents here if we can. No agents could be convinced to join, huh? Only a 40% chance here. Exciting. Well, I guess we'll see how that goes. But this kid has to go. Because, let's see, is he... Actually, maybe he doesn't have to go. We'll see what happens after this inheritance happens, but I think for now this is reasonably okay. We can put in this guy as our marshal. There we go. And that'll be fine for the time being. But our eyes are definitely set on France. I want to... Local infiltrators, huh? Yes, do it. Agents are joining the scheme. Hang on. Okay, now agents are able to join. Cool. Regardless, I want this guy gone. Even if he's not technically in this line of succession, he could still pose a problem to us. Ah. So she did inherit now. Okay. So at this point, we can... Well, we actually can't negotiate an alliance until this guy inherits. Okay. But this kid, I'm still going to eliminate him. We've already paid the stress, and he's got to go. We're going to need to have a daughter with her, ideally. And ideally, no sons. But we'll see what happens with that. That's going to be very awkward indeed. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to see if we can manage to swing both Italy and France before the end of the game. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, Nick Smarty, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.